This is Mr. Happy.
And I'm the G-Man.
And you are back in the war zone.
That's right.
If you want to be a part of the show, call now, 702-479-5254. Get on Skype, Tunes, and talk. We still got a whole segment left to talk to people. And I want to first address Crusher in the chat room. He had said something stupid about what gives anyone the right to dictate blah, blah to others. We already talked about that, Crusher. You're not paying attention. It's called the democratic system, all right? That's what voting booths are for. Holy crap. So I just want to deal with some stupidity we got in the chat room. I don't think Crusher will have the gonads to call the show, but whatever.
Okay.
Anyway, we got Bobby back on the line. Let's hope we got a better connection for you. Bobby, you there?
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
Is that any better?
Yeah, a little better. Go ahead and explain your game.
No, I just want to back up a little bit on something you said about the indoctrination thing, God in schools and so forth. I think they're really trying to indoctrinate our children right now as far as the whole gay thing, because now they're reading second grade kids these books called Heather's Two Mommies. And if I had a kid in school and found out that a teacher read that to him, I'd probably go down there and get arrested because I'd beat the crap out of them. That's something that you teach at home. That's not something that they should be teaching in school. And, the whole gay marriage and gay, that's something that the government, I think that, as far as the law and everything goes, we got a whole lot worse, a lot of other things we need to be worried about besides whether, you got two men, two women. Marriage is something between you and your partner and God. It's a bond between the three of you, or whatever you believe in.
Right.
I believe in God.
Right.
But I don't think that the government has a right to license, who can get married and who can't.
So you're saying even for heterosexual couples, the government shouldn't be no marriage licenses?
Who's the government to tell you who you can marry and who you can't marry?
Well, that's an interesting topic. So, do we just get rid of marriages altogether and no more benefits for anybody, no more marriage licenses for anybody? It's just everybody does what they want to do.
Are you married?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so does that piece of paper make you married, or
it allows my wife to be on my health coverage plan?
Your wife make you married?
But it allows my wife to be covered under my health coverage.
So what? You can get G-Man on your health coverage if you pay for it.
Hey, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah, but
actually.
this way I don't have to pay for it.
I hear you. But you see what I'm saying, man? It's.
I got to say something here. This person, Ty Tex, in the chat room said, "What two consenting adults do behind closed doors is their business."
That's fine.
Hold on. I hear this crap all the time. You hear all these gay people saying, "Stay out of my bedroom, stay out of my bedroom," and then what do? They get on a gay parade, flaunt around town saying, "Ooh, I'm gay, I'm gay, I'm gay." Hey, listen, I don't go around telling people I'm heterosexual. I'm not going to ask, and you sure as heck don't have to feel like you got to tell me anything about your sexuality. I don't care what you do, right? Keep it in the bedroom. If you want it in the bedroom, keep it in the bedroom.
Here's something a little off topic I'll share with you. I'm over here in Tampa. We got the RNC going on right now.
Right.
And we got all these protesters, different groups protesting. You got PETA and you got the occupiers and all these other people. But there's a group called Code Pink.
Oh God!
and these are this feminist group that says stay out of our bedrooms, but we want you to pay for contraception and abortions. And the funniest thing that I saw today on TV is they're all dressed up like big pink vaginas. I swear to God, I couldn't make this up.
Hey, these guys, or these chicks, I guess they're all chicks, right? They're kind of like that GLAAD group. They're just crazy, man.
Well, how do they look like vaginas? What, like a Halloween costume, or they were just
costumes on that look like vaginas?
They have pubic hair all over them, or what? All over their face, or what? I'm just trying to imagine. I don't know how they looked. That's funny.
You're all class, man. You're all class.
That's hilarious, actually.
I'm sure the older people in the group had hair, and the younger ones probably didn't.
Right, that's right. Yeah, if you're over 40, you probably shave or don't shave. That's funny, Bobby. How was the weather down there? The hurricane missed you, right?
Yeah, we got a lot of rain yesterday, but we get that anyway.
Right.
Today I was out in the backyard, man, cutting grass, and I rode down to the beach on Harley and.
Oh, very cool.
There's chicks out there in bikinis. It's a little windy out there, but
right. So the RNC is in full swing then.
Oh, absolutely.
Cool. Good. Good. Well, I'm glad you called in and gave us your opinion. You know, it is a valid opinion, and I agree with it. And I think most of the people here in the studio, again, we're in a democratic society. We got the chat room just lighting up about how they should be able to do whatever they want. That's fine. They can.
Yeah,
they
you
just
can
can't
do
get married.
If you want to take it up the tailpipe, go for it, man. But don't tell me I have to accept.
Wow, you guys are all class, man.
That's hilarious.
You guys are all class. Yeah, there's people that are on both sides of the argument in the chat room. From what I can see, where's that one guy at in here? I don't see him anymore.
Right. No one, but there are just as many outspoken groups against gay couples. That's true. There's a lot of them. And then he goes, just not as colorful. Right. Great.
Yeah, I'm just going to tell you, man, there is in my opinion, there is a radical gay agenda on the move right now.
You're right.
Groups like GLAAD, groups like, Pink, whatever the heck their name is.
Have you ever, Code Pink?
Code Pink.
Have you ever watched Rachel Maddow? Maybe she needs to be their spokesperson. What a lesbo. My God.
Whoa.
Roach spokesman. Yeah, she looks like a guy. I just had to bring it up.
You're not saying she's on there because she's a lesbian. You can't possibly be saying that.
I'm saying Rachel. Well, I'm sure we had this.
Are you kidding?
Yeah, she got that show because they needed someone that would appeal to a certain group, which she's a lesbian, and to get the lesbian viewership. Did she work hard? I'm sure she worked hard to get where she's at, but still. She's a lesbian, a lesbo. They hired her to give her.
I think that's also the reason why Elena Kagan got put on the Supreme Court.
No, listen, I disagree with you, G-Man, on the whole Rachel Maddow thing. I think she got hired because she's a good journalist and she's good at what she does. As far as the Supreme Court, of course, any president that's going to get there is going to throw people up that they think are going to do their bidding and help them out in cases. That's what presidents do, right?
Yeah.
And if we get a couple more presidents like Obama in, we're going to have a very, left-leaning Supreme Court. Right now, it's still more of a right-leaning Supreme Court.
Right.
Which is why the Defense of Marriage Act is still safe, in my opinion. I mean, it was signed into law in '96. Bush made a big mistake. Bush had a chance in his administration to make it a amendment to our Constitution about the whole gay marriage thing. Bush had the chance to do it, and he didn't because he asked the guys in Congress, and they said, it's safe. It's never going to be repealed. But now, who knows?
There you go.
Well, over time, we'll find out. I don't think it'll happen within our lifetime where all 50 states will agree to gay marriage, but you never know. It's moving pretty slow, if you ask me.
Well, listen, Bobby. Hey, this is 2 weeks in a row for you, man. You're like our regular caller now, so now you got to come on next week.
We love it.
Okay, hey, what's the topic next week?
Immigration.
That's right, immigration. Okay, well, I can already. I can
go on. I could get you to kick me off the air on that one.
Okay, well, we'll see how that one goes, and I certainly have my opinions on immigration, and I know that we're going to get a lot of people on that one too. So, but thanks, Bobby, man, appreciate it.
Thanks for calling in, Bobby.
Thanks for having me, man.
Talk to you later.
All right.
Okay, so
very good. Good.
So if they want to get married, why should heteros be the only ones that suffer in marriage? That's a comment from Tytex.
Gay for Harry Sack. Rachel is a lesbian? What's next? Santa Claus isn't real? Holy shit.
That reminds me when you told me that you thought that Ricky Martin was straight.
I didn't.
Come on.
I don't watch him enough.
Come on.
Good-looking guy, had chicks all over him, and all of a sudden he's gay. It's
really?
just like Anderson Cooper. I didn't know Anderson Cooper was gay.
Both of those guys,
until he opened his mouth and said it.
My gaydar was going off.
Well, that's a perfect thing that you said about don't ask, don't tell. Well, there was no reason for Anderson Cooper to come out being gay.
Oh, you hear that music, G-Man?
Okay.
The show's coming to an end.
That's over here for you,
guys,
Brother in Arms.
We got to do Brothers and Sisters in Arms. This is our weekly tribute to a fallen soldier. Let's get that right now. We're going to talk about Laura Walker. She was born in Texas on June 16th of 1981. She entered West Point in 1999. She was in the Corps of Engineers in the U.S. Army after her graduation and was deployed to Iraq in 2004. While she was on a 2-month assignment as a task force public affairs officer, she was killed in action on August 18, 2005 in Dalak, Afghanistan. I hope I said that right. To our sister in arms, Laura Walker,
we salute
you at the war zone.
That's right.
Thank you for your service. And guys, we're coming to the end of the show. We got about a minute left. I want to tell you about our mail call segment. We're trying to put together a segment at the end of every show where we answer your email. So send us an email at mailcall@warzoneonline.com, and we will read some of those on the air next week. Next week, we're talking about immigration, G-Man.
I'm all ready for immigration, believe me. I'm thanking everybody in the chat room.
Thanks, everybody, for the chat room. Thanks, everybody, for being on the show, calling in. We really appreciate you guys supporting the show.
Have a good night.
Hello, everybody. This is Aaron Phillips from Vegas and Rap Productions, and I'm sitting here with my good friend G-Man from the War Zone. How are you, buddy?
Oh, I'm doing so good right now. I'm glad Mr. Happy's not in here. He talks too much.
Before we find out more about that, the name of the show is The War Zone, every Tuesday night from 8 to 9 p.m. Pacific. Is that not right?
You got it.
And what makes your show special?
Oh, we talk about headlines, politics, and religion, and we go at it. Really at it.
Who usually wins, you or him?
I do. I always win. Everything I say is the right thing.
Hey. What the hell's going on in here, G-Man?
Oh, come on.
Are
what
you
are
talking
doing?
smack me on
Get
my back?
out of here.
I can't leave the room for 5 seconds.
All right. Now, I thought it was G-Man and Mr. Happy.
It's Mr. Happy and the G-Man
Whatever.
on the War Zone, pal.
Okay, whatever.
Oh, my goodness. You better listen to these guys every Tuesday night from 8 to 9 p.m. here on The War Zone, lvrocks.com.
You're unbelievable.
Get out of the room, man. Will you stop?
I just came back and
Give me my pen back. Give me my pen back.